Something I wanted to do, I just wanted to start, like I said, I wanted to spend some time today into how we can use turtle to escape from the side control, okay? First of all, I wanted to start from here, and we're first just going to start with getting into turtle from side control in the first place, because it's going to be hard to do it like this. Because Jan actually has really good control of me in both directions. If I try to go this way, he can cross face and make me go that way. If I try to go this way, he can pull here, and he can keep my back pretty well flat on the mat. So what we're going to start with is our general pendulum to start creating a bit of motion and a bit of space, and to kind of weaken his lock on my body. So we bring our legs up here. For you, Robin, this is both to give us some momentum, and also this actually blocks his ability to go into a knee on belly, because I'm actually on his leg. Yeah, and as you can see, going into knee on belly actually lifts me up, so he has to carry my weight, and it just makes more space. So from here, take your grip, yeah. Okay, so from here I want to throw my legs that way and use the momentum to create a bit of space with his head, so I can get a frame in. And if I'm really lucky, he's going to do what he just did now, and he's going to post. So it's in this kind of position that I get my other frame in. Now I'm in a position where I can actually turn, because he's not really going to be able to control my lateral movement, my rotational movement that much. So we're going to first start. I'm going to take this hand. We're going to turtle away from him. Okay. So with this hand, I'm going to come here under his armpit, because I want both hands to be free. And from here, we're going to come into a turn. Okay? I just want to practice that for right now. We're going to go turtling away from him, and then turtling into him, and then we're going to spend some time, what can we do once we get into turtle? And what are some sort of go-to responses to that? Okay, so first, how to enter side control by turtling, how to exit side control by turtling away from him. So again, I'm just kind of doing this. I say this 1,000 times. I cannot escape side control by doing this. This is only going to keep him in side control. I'm just scissoring my hands a bit just so I can have a better control of his body and throw him more. But I don't want to sit here holding him. So here, now he's got his post and he's got his head, a bit more space. I can get my hand in there to frame, and now I've got my two frames. This hand comes under here, and turtle. Okay? So let's practice that for a bit, then we'll go into how to turtle in the other direction, and then what do we do once we hit the turtle. Okay? So, depending on in which direction you go, his attacks are going to be different because of the positioning after the escape. So we're going to start with the first one where I turn away from him. When I turn away from him to turtle, the danger is more that he goes for my back just because of the body positioning. So his hips are closer to my hips. This is going to be much easier for him. Yeah, exactly. He can go with two on one leg tries, start taking his hooks, and start going for the back. Okay? So that's the general danger that you have with that one, okay? So our first priority when we turn away needs to be keep him from getting the back. And I am going to scream at everyone who does this. What I don't want to see, I don't want to see you turtle and just do this. Yes, it is technically speaking effective, but I find personally it's very passive. I cannot tell you how many matches I've watched where someone just kind of sits there like this for like 2 minutes and just doesn't do anything. It's just waiting for his opponent to give him an opening. So we're going to turtle, but I want our turtle to be active. Okay, I want us to actually have a plan. We're not just going to turtle and wait. And the best way to do that is in turtling to start with our defense, because again, we know where he's going to go. So when I turn away, I know he's going for my back, because that is the best option for him. If he goes for my head from there, he's actually going to make my escape even easier. So we know he's going for the back, okay? And that's where we're going to start building up our defense with this hand. I think it's this hand. With this hand, actually. So again, we start going into our escape. I'm going to turtle as I retract. I want my hand to pop out here. And look how I'm already sort of going onto his leg. And I want an underhook. Okay? Because now I've blocked the back taking. If he tries to take the back now, I can use this to bring him down. Okay? And at the same time, as soon as possible, I want to knee tap with the other hand. Okay? So, again, we come here, get my frame, pendulum in, and here. I want to be in this kind of a position now. Grabbing that far knee. Now I'm going to start building height and pull the knee towards me. And now I've actually taken a better position. I'm on top. I've almost completely passed his guard. If you've got a very generous ref, that's going to be not just a sweep, but also a guard pass. Potentially speaking, you could get 5 points from there. And he's the one who now has to escape side control. Win-win. Okay? So, showing that one more time. But the main thing is you can't, go away for a second. You can't do this. Turtle. Because if you just sit here for a moment, he's already going to start digging hooks in, prying legs out, getting better grips, and you're not going to hit this anymore, okay? You need to have that ready and firing off the minute your belly goes to the ground, okay? So we come here, I get here, get my frame, and the minute my arm's here, I'm automatically bringing this out like that. Okay? I am not digging my elbows in. This is a much better protection against the back than it is to have my elbows in. Okay? So, underhook, grab that leg. Build height, bring him down. And now when you see the way he tried to counter, he just gave me a much better takedown actually. I could take down directly in the side control. Okay? So, let's give that one a try. Then we'll go to what we can do when he goes into the other door. We're going to do the same idea, escaping in the same direction into turtle, but now we're going to assume that either my opponent's a bit smarter or I just fucked something up and I don't get the underhook so that I can't block his hips, and he's essentially basically already getting the knee in for his 2-on-1 leg pot. Okay? So the idea right now is that same escape, get it from here. Frame, go into turtle, and I'm trying, and exactly, and he gets that knee in before I can get my underhook in. Now my arm is blocked, I'm not going to get the underhook in, and now I'm in danger of him taking my back. Because he can start getting his 2-on-1 leg pride. Exactly. This is bad for me. Now he's got his hook, and this is going to be the bottom hook. That's the worst thing in the world for me. Okay, so take it a step back. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're still going to use this arm, but we're going to use it differently now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of elbow his butt a bit, because I want to separate this foot from his hips. Okay? So, once I get that space, loop in, and bring that foot nice and high in the air. Now with this hand, I create height, and I can bring it back to the ground. Okay? Do this gently, because this is not good for your knees. Okay? And if you're the guy having this done to you, I do not recommend doing a bunch of resistance, because again, this is not good for your knees. Okay? So, same idea, a couple of extra points. So, again, same beginning, turn away, frame in, start to turtle, and he gets his knee in. Okay? So, first of all, like I said, if he's sitting on that leg, I'm not going to be able to get the hook. So, kind of punch those hips up. And really important when you do this, you want to be on the end of the leg. I can't do this if I'm down here on this knee. Okay? Because now he can actually just pin my arm. Yeah, now I'm actually giving him a crucifix. Okay? I need to hook here up on his ankle and pull that up in the air like this. Okay? Here, I start taking height and bring it back down. Okay? So, And in terms of what if the guy is big and strong, again, we'll do this slowly. If we're here, if Jan actually tries to resist this. Now he's just giving me a signal. Okay? But try to keep me from pulling your leg up. Okay, so if he tries to resist this with strength, how does that feel?
That's not great.
Yeah. This is really bad for his tendons. The best thing you can do for him now he's just giving me a chance for his back. Okay? So this is a really powerful twisting lock on the leg. If he resists too much, it's going to hurt. And he really doesn't. If he values his knees at all, he's not going to give you a lot of resistance. So show that one more time. Okay, again, we come here. Frame in, get some space, arm through, turtle, gets knee in, and again, the minute I see that knee coming in, I'm immediately going for this. Okay? And again, it's not so much pulling, it's pull that thing in the air. Gets head height, because this is just a shit position for him now. And I'm going to get him on the ground, and now again, we just completely reverse the situation. Now he's the one who has to escape side control. Okay? Let's give that one a couple of tries, and then I think we'll have time for one more, and then we'll go to some positional sparring. So, one more variation, sort of things didn't go as expected. So, we tried the first one, he started going in for his back kick before I was able to get my underhook. Now we're going to do, what if he just completely forgoes into on one leg pry and does something, turtle. There's something I like to do a lot when someone's in turtle, I call it turtle riding. So where I come in here, and I try to get my hooks in like this. And I use this to break the turtle. This is something I do a lot. And so basically, what if your opponent is trying to do that? So instead of trying to do the traditional 2-on-1 leg pry that you see in all the Danaher videos, he completely forgoes that because he knows that I might be grabbing his leg like we've been doing, and he just completely goes to the back and goes into riding the turtle. The good thing about riding the turtle, just FYI, we'll do this we'll go into in detail when we start going into how to attack turtle, but the good thing I like about riding the turtle is as long as I keep my knee outside like this, he doesn't really have any leg attacks. So, and I can really exert a lot of pressure, try to attack something here. Yeah, exactly. And now look at how, oh, good, thank you, just gave me my first hook. And I either hit the back, or I hit the mount. Okay? So, but either way, I break his turtle, and I'm able to get his back to the mat. I was doing this yesterday to one of the bigger guys, and he would turtle, put him back on the mat, turtle, put him back on the mat, turtle, did that for like 5 minutes. Even he's like, God, this is getting annoying. So, but now the idea is that we turtle, and he goes directly into trying to ride the turtle, okay? So, again, same idea, I try to turtle by getting away from him, and come up here, and now, like this, you would actually, you don't want that leg there, because now you can still get this. Yeah, like that, yeah, okay. This is the situation right now, I'm trying to ride the turtle, okay? So, we're going to take this back a step, okay, so we're here. Okay, and what I want to do, if I can feel him going for my back, because you can feel it. You see when that leg's not going, when that knee's not going between your arm and knee, and that's again where you want to go. So I'm coming here, and one of my first things I want to do, it doesn't matter which one, but I need to control a hand as quickly as possible. So I start to turtle out, and here, and this is where I want to start, turn, so we can get the camera. So, and I want to immediately start getting control of the hand, because this is going to take away his ability to control my hips. Okay, he has one hand, but just keeping this one hand away, I can keep space, and we are going to channel our inner Derek Lewis as much as possible. And we're just going to stand up, and then we go right into our stand-up game. Okay. I've been doing this a lot with people lately. Holding someone down I'm feeling right now is starting to become a lost art in Jiu-Jitsu because there's always that gentleman's agreement that I'm on bottom, I play guard, he's on top, he plays top. And if you refuse to play that game, you make his life really hard. And he has to exert a lot of energy. And the minute that cardio goes, the fight's over. If you want to really get a good feeling for this, I really recommend doing a couple of rounds with Kevin. Guy who trains here, just for your info, Robin, used to do professional MMA. He hates being on his back. It is really hard to do traditional guard passing with him because you'll be in six-man guard, his first reaction is, and start wrestling. He hates being on his back. And it is really hard, and you really actually have to work to keep him on the ground. He is someone you have to hold on the ground because he's not going to play guard. And if you integrate that, you get a good level of exhaustion in your opponent because he's not used to holding you on the ground anymore. And as you saw when I got up, I immediately have my underhooks, I have my good head position because Jan's not used to keeping me on the ground, so I was immediately able to search out for my own position. Okay, so showing that again. I come here, same entry as before, start the turtle, and I immediately go for a hand. If I can't get this one, then I just go for that one. Doesn't matter. I just keep at least one hand. Because the worst thing for me is if I don't have hand control, exactly, he goes to body lock, and I just stand up, and now I'm in a rear body lock. Bad position for me. So that's why before I stand up, I need to control at least one hand. Sorry for elbowing you in the face right there. I'm sorry. Okay, so I need to have at least one hand, and I want to keep it. I don't want it to be here because now he can still lock hands. Yeah, when I hit that hand, I want to push it and keep it in my, basically towards my butt. He tries to block hands down. Yeah, and now I can start getting up. Okay? So, again, just kind of, this is less of a technique and more just of a concept. You turtle, control a hand, pose, and start building height. And the minute you can, you go for your underhooks and start going into your stand-up. Okay?
Does it also work if I'm faster and get this ankle?
Yeah, go ahead and try it. Here. Because if I can, again, the riding the turtle, I need hip control. If I can keep your arms, you don't have the hip control anymore, and I can just walk out.
Okay.
So, just go to turtle, just so I can show it to you. Now, let me get a turtle right. So if I'm just doing this, and give your hand. Okay, yeah, exactly. You can just remove the hook.
Yeah.
Okay, go back down. In order to be able to ride the turtle, I need that. I need my arm shooting through here. Now if you try and stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's much sharper.
Yeah. You can still do it. Come forward with this knee. No. Bring this knee back on the ground. Come forward with that knee. Yeah. See how that loosens here? Yeah. Okay? So, let's do that a bit. Just standing up, channeling our inner Derek Lewis. Then we're going to do some position